Okay, now it's recording.
Okay.
So everything we say is recorded now.
That's your cue. Don't curse. I'll be good.
You are. Welcome back
Hey, everybody.
to us. I was welcoming us back to you. You're welcome.
You're
We're
welcome.
back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know if I can sing copyrighted music on here.
You were just saying welcome
Maybe
back.
if I just changed, because that was like from Welcome Back Cotter or something a long time
that
ago.
was a million years ago.
Yeah.
You're all right.
That's okay. I think we'll be fine. Yeah.
I don't
If anybody's got a problem
it was
with
less
it.
than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Isn't it like 30 seconds?
I don't know.
15 to 30 I think it is. There is a.
What if I think if I change at least 30% of the song, it's okay.
Yes. Your voice changes 30% of the song.
Yeah.
Because it's a different.
Because it's better.
voice. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh, take that, whoever sang that other song. I don't even know.
Not sure.
That was before I was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before both of us were.
Yeah.
I did
It's
watch
before we were things. Yeah, because
I
my
watched
mom
it
liked
on,
it.
Nick at Night?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked
Mhm.
Nick at Night.
I love Nick at Night.
Yeah, and I think that the people that listen to us are probably people who liked Nick at Night as well.
I should certainly hope so.
Right. Because as we were just told by your daughter, she's done talking to old people now.
I'm so sorry.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, she thought it was funny too. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
She thinks she's hilarious.
They just come up with so many words.
They do. They do.
Too many words.
The new words that they use, I have to Google them
Mm-hmm.
because I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get
Yeah.
it.
But we'll
I'm
figure
like,
it out.
Bet.
Bet what? We don't
What
have
are
any
we
money.
Betting. I don't gamble.
We're not gamblers.
I don't do that.
It's fine.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Well, welcome back to Shenanigans. We've changed a little bit, not just because we're a little bit older. Actually, we age in reverse. But because we've changed our show around a little bit, too. We are still going to be telling great stories, having fun, being our weird selves. But we took out the true crime part.
It was bumming us out.
It was so sad.
It's tough. That's a tough thing to do.
I was like,
bummer.
I don't think I can do these anymore. I feel so sad. So we're deciding to be
And it's not that I
happy.
don't love it. I do love the aspect of it and the research that goes into it and the stories that are told around it. But like I was telling you before, I even have a hard time listening to it consistently.
Yeah.
So I have to change it up with like comedy.
Yeah. Comedy. So that is why we are back with your funnies. So we're going to do funny stuff so we can be the break for those of you who still listen to true crime. Like, I still listen to it, but there is a difference between listening to it and like explaining it and talking about it
And researching it.
Yeah.
That's rough.
It feels dirty. Like I
It's
was
dark.
like, oh, I felt sad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we're
and
too
it's-
happy to be sad.
I agree.
We're too fun to
We
be
are.
sad people.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like us if we were sad people.
No.
You might, but we'd be way different.
I wouldn't like me if I was sad person
Right?
all the time. Mm-hmm.
Just walking around like Eeyore.
Yeah. Oh, guys.
Yeah. But that's okay if you are an Eeyore. We're not
Yeah.
judging you.
Nothing wrong with
But
that.
we're here to try and perk you up.
So what's up?
Yeah. So we're going to just go through some shenanigans here today. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to pull from our shenanigans satchel.
Yeah, because you guys
Because-
didn't listen.
Yeah. We know there are at least 2 of you out there that listen to us. And you didn't send, either one of you, you did not send us a funny story. So now we've had to resort to the funny stories of the interweb, which there are many, though.
Oh, yeah. You could
There's
go down
so
a Reddit
many.
holes probably for just forever. You
Yeah,
could.
exactly. Yeah, so we've drawn some of those out, but we're still expecting you to send something. Also, we posted it on TikTok and got like 200 views. Come on.
So there's 200.
Kind of a big deal.
There should have been 200 stories.
There should have been at least, and well, let's cut out a few. Some of them were probably just passing. There should have
So,
been 199 stories.
Yeah.
So get them in.
Get them in.
Shenanigans with Angel and Becky at gmail.com or Gmail, if you will.
I thought it was Gmail.
It was Gmail. It's Gmail, but it could be Gmail.
Gmail.
However you
it sounds like a Lord of the Rings character.
See, I never watched Lord of the Rings. It was like I was a teenager when it came out, and it was so long. And I was like, oh.
I had nothing but time, though, as a teenager. So for me, I was like, I'll get into it.
Okay. I went to a Lord of the Rings watching party, and I was the one that was hanging out and talking to people. Like,
meanwhile, all of like the nerds like myself were probably like, shh, sit down.
And then I was like, sorry, I'll go outside.
This
but
is
you
that
can still
part
hear me outside.
where the thing happens. This is very important.
I know about Schmeagol.
Who doesn't? Amazing
Gandalf.
character. Yeah,
that's
Gandalf,
a thing.
Tall guy.
Legolas.
Oh,
no, is that a thing?
so
Yeah.
Yes, he was the handsome elf.
Oh.
I had such a crush on him.
Well,
Yeah,
you gotta hand it to
hair.
the short ones, because they can't reach
it. I knew you were gonna say that. I'm like, where is she? Oh, I know where she's going.
I saw it in your face. You were like, oh, I know what she's
I got
doing.
it.
Oh,
because they can't reach it.
Because that's for you, shawties. I can't say shawties.
Short kings.
Short kings.
And queens.
And queens. Short people.
I want to do this song, Short
I know,
people.
but we just talked about how we don't
can't.
know.
Yeah, we don't know.
So what if we'll just change the words and the melody and do our own thing?
The melody makes that song, though.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll come up with some good stuff for y'all.
Oh,
Parodies.
yeah, for sure.
I love a good parody.
I do too.
Yeah.
And we're good at that.
Yeah, we are. Let's tell you all the things that we're good at. We're good at laughing.
You're just going to have to believe it.
Smiling and singing and dancing.
Singing and dancing.
Yeah. Oh, see, you were going into a song there, too.
I was. I had to stop
Becky's
myself.
good at running.
I did.
How many miles
a
was
whole
it yesterday? 10.
This many.
That's all the fingers and the thumbs.
And that's all I could have given you at the end of it. Like, how many miles did you do this many?
As you melted into a puddle.
Seriously. That's all that was left of me at the end of it. Just a puddle of mushy goo.
That's
but
okay.
so much
it's
fun.
It's a pretty mushy goo.
It's so much fun.
I think that we might need to look up the definition of fun in the dictionary. Merriam-Webster, get her on the phone.
Everybody has a different definition of fun. Mine is running.
Okay.
Although I gotta say, but like mile 7, I was like, okay, you can still do this. It's okay. You're doing good. Good. And then mile 8, I was like, ooh, okay. You only have 2 miles left. You're okay.
Quit then.
You're all right. And then mile 9, I hit like a wall mentally, and I was like, oh, the only way to get home is to continue running. So I need to keep.
Otherwise, what are you gonna do?
No one's gonna come and get me. My kids are sleeping. Tim's at work.
Yeah.
I have to get home, and if I stop and start walking, it's just gonna take longer, and my every step hurts if you're like hitting that wall mentally and physically. So I'm like, oh, just keep going.
Get it. And you did it.
And I did do it.
And she did.
And I did it.
Because she's amazing. Pretty much.
Nah.
When you sang like that. So I am a singer. And at my last rehearsal, we were going through a song. And for no reason at all, what were we singing? Oh, we were singing Blue Denim. And so I had my guitarist. He's playing. And for no reason at all, I started singing like this. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, who got the change in the summer? And I was just like, what is my problem? I was so many things.
I love that. But it's a good breath exercise, though.
No
right?
reason. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Diaphragm is pushing, pumping. Yeah, exactly. See, she knows things too. We're so amazing. We have to tell ourselves this a lot.
Yeah.
Nobody else does. See, you wouldn't like Sad Angel. That would be bad.
That was so sad.
I know.
Don't do that. Now you got to go do affirmations in the mirror.
Oh, no. Like that one video from that little girl that circulated.
Oh, my
What's her name?
goodness.
Like Jessica, I think it was. I would listen to that.
So adorable.
You can do anything good. I was like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. She is awesome. She's older now. I don't know how she feels about that video, but I think she's amazing.
Yeah, I really appreciate parents that are able to get their kiddos to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Kids should be built up and know that they are amazing world changers who can do anything.
Yep.
If anybody tells them otherwise, you're going to get a punch to the throat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right in the jugular.
I think I'm so far done pretty good with Olivia because that kid is so confident that I have to rein it back. Pull it in, kid.
But she's awesome, though.
She is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I should play her song.
Yes.
I'll call it our first season.
Okay.
During our first season.
That was? Yeah.
Our first season. Yeah. We'll call it that. We took a break for some personal reasons, but we'll just say that was our trial run, our first season. Now we know more. Mm-hmm. But I did make a song.
Wizened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made a song for Olivia, so
loved that.
I'll have to play it. Did she love it?
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Maybe I'll write her a new one this time.
Well, she's going into high school, so it's gonna have to.
Oh. Maybe I should make it a little more sophisticated.
Sure.
Maybe. Okay, let's start.
Okay.
We actually have our own personal shenanigans that happened.
I'm going to let you tell the story, though, honestly.
You interject
I can't.
whenever.
Yeah.
It's going to make her mad, but...
not in like a bad way, but in like a...
fiery way. Yeah. And so what had happened was I was at Safeway, okay? And I was getting my deals, and I was checking out at the self-checkout. And the way I had the cart positioned, my purse was too far away. So when I was done with my phone, I guess I just set it right there.
Which we all do. We all do that.
We all do that. But I set it face up, which I don't normally do because the screen goes dark. So I think that's why it didn't like, hey, grab your phone. And I was in my earpiece with my husband. So we were just talking, and I was talking all the way out to my car.
So you thought your phone was with you because you were talking on the... Yeah.
So I didn't even realize that I had forgotten my phone. So I'm like putting my groceries away, running back inside, looking around. And I tell you, like, it didn't take me long to put my groceries away. I parked like 2 spots away from the door. So I run back inside and I'm looking down the self-checkout and the attendant's like, did you forget something? I was like, I don't know. I can't find my phone.
Yeah.
So I went back outside and I'm looking all over and I go back in and I'm like, oh no, it is gone. And then I'm looking at my smartwatch and it's like,
you can tell when it's connected.
Can't find.
Yeah.
Can't find item because I'm pushing that little call button. Ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, where is it? I don't hear it anywhere. And so I was like, crap. Oh no. I think maybe when I was loading groceries, somebody walked by and grabbed it real quick. I don't know. So I go to the customer service counter and I'm like, hey, I need to leave you a description of the phone and my information because maybe I left it in my cart and somebody's walking around with it and they don't know, or maybe someone
you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
I didn't want to go straight to the bad. I was like, I must have done something. I probably left it somewhere, which I did, but I'll tell you. So as I'm talking to the very nice help person behind the counter, my friend Marquita comes out and she's like the head. Yeah. She's a manager.
Man, she runs that show. No, she runs that show.
And
she doesn't have the
babysit me.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah. I grew up with her sister and it was a lot of fun. We grew up right across the street from each other.
Marquita's in charge, man. Yeah, she's in charge, man.
The man. Like
she's in
literally.
Charge.
Mm-hmm. The man.
Shout out to Margarita.
Yeah. But she came out and she's like, I heard your voice out here. And I was like, yeah. And I told her what was going on. She's like, let's go look at the cameras. So she's like, nobody walked by you outside. Where were you at the register? So we pull it up and there's the register. And I'm like, oh, look, it's my phone. She's like, okay. So she's moving along. Sure enough, someone comes and they're like, oh, hey. Slyly reaches down, pulls the phone into their backpack and leaves. And so Marquita goes to get a different angle and her face got so, like, she was mad. She was ticked off because immediately she recognized this person and she goes, oh my gosh, that's Rachel. And it didn't click in my head right away who exactly that was. I was like, why do I know this name? Why do I know this name? So she's getting marks of the footage, and I'm talking to a friend at the Starbucks. He's letting me use his phone to call my husband to tell him what's going on. And I was like, yeah, Rachel Ballard. And he's like, oh yeah, Becky's sister. And I was like, whoa, what? I was like, that's why I knew that name. Oh, crap. And so then I'm like, oh no, my friend, she's going to be so mad. So I'm like trying my best. Not like, I'm like, okay, how do I let her know? Because she's going to try and take blame, but she shouldn't take blame because it's her sister. It's not her. Like, her sister makes her own choices. And so I'm going, oh, I don't want to say anything because she's going to be mad and I feel bad. That's how we always both are. We're like, oh, no. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, texting. I was like, hey, friend.
Well, I mean, you take, I just immediately, I take it on because I'm the older sibling. And I've always done that.
Yeah.
I've always done that for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just, in that moment, like, because I was running, so I just got done and I was like doing my cool down and I look at my phone to check my pace and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me? And so that just, that
great.
lights a fire under me because I get very upset with, it's been years of this kind of thing happening. Yeah. And when you have, and I would tell you, 9 out of 10 of us have that family member or sibling that has gone down a path or a road.
Wrong way. Turn back. Do not enter.
Yeah. And I can't even tell you how many times over the years I've said, turn around, doing the wrong thing, try to help.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So much you can do, there really is only so much you can do because
they have to want it.
And there it is.
Yep. Exactly.
There it is. And, you try to stay positive and stuff like that. But after 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
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 So I automatically, like, I see that text and I'm like, I don't know why I tried texting you. It's your phone. Your phone is whatever. And so
but I get messages through my computer.
Yeah.
So I was on the computer getting messages and doing the Find My Phone.
So we were going back and forth. Mm-hmm. But I also called our other friend who works at the police station.
So unbeknownst to Rachel,
we know everyone.
I got a lot of friends. Becky got a lot of friends, and our friends work
in
the police station.
But she should be knownst.
Yes.
She should be knownst.
She should be knownst. Yes. So we have a friend that works at the police station. And so I'm texting her like, hey, what do I need to do? And then as soon as Becky found out, she called her and was like,
who's on the case?
Mm-hmm. What do you need? And then, so the next part kind of belongs to you because I couldn't go anywhere. I had lessons. I had voice lessons. So I'm like at home going, okay, well, it's all in the police officer's hands now. But I didn't even know Becky jumped in her car and jetted into town.
Yeah. So I called, and then I called to get who is. Should I have said?
I'll bleep it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't even think about
first bleep. So
I called our friend,
whose name has now been bleeped out because we did not get permission to use it.
Yeah.
Rachel's name we can use, but
we didn't get permission for Margarita either. But I know she would be fine with it.
Okay. Yeah.
She'd be fine with it.
She's fine.
I'll text her later.
Okay.
But anyways,
if not, I'll bleep that out too.
Yeah. We totally can. I'm sure she would.
A fun sound.
She wouldn't mind.
Okay.
But yeah. So who's the officer that's in charge of the investigation, and I get his name, and the dispatch had him call me back, and so I say, "What do you need?" And he's like, "Here's the information I have," and I said, "Okay, so you're missing this, this, and this, so you need the vehicle and the description of the person and stuff like that." And I said, and I'm going to come into town and help. Like it wasn't like a, do you think I should? No, I'm coming into town. I'm going to help.
Right.
We're going to get I'm going to figure this out because this is she's getting her cell phone back today. And so he was really, really nice guy.
He was, yeah.
And then I called my dad and I was like, hey, your child took my friend's phone and we're going to get it back. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll be ready. So I'm like, but I'm making a cup of coffee first because I don't do things without coffee.
There you go.
Period.
Gots to have it.
I just don't function without it.
Well, yeah.
I don't. And so I go into town and I pick up my dad, and I'm like, we went to her residence, which, by the way, is...
She had so many people going there that day.
Everyone knows.
Drove by. My sister drove by.
Everyone knows where you are, who you are. This town is too small. You can't get away with that kind of stuff.
And it's multiple towns too. This area.
Yeah,
It's small.
It's pretty much Grace Harbor is too small for you to. You just. I know everyone. There's cameras everywhere. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna not get caught.
Exactly.
So my dad and I, we go to the places where we think she might be, and to a pawn store just to see. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
But you can't do anything with the phone. You can't get into it.
No, so it makes no sense.
No, it's silly.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue on.
But yeah, so we did, and we get out of the pawn shop, and I'm like, gosh, where do I go next? I'm thinking I'll drop my dad off, and I'll just go check a couple other spaces. But the police officer called me, and he said he found her pretty quickly, and her story was. I found this phone and I didn't know what to do with it. So I thought the best thing to do would be put it in a Ziploc bag and stick it underneath the dock at the riverfront park.
As one does with phones that they find.
That is not a logical thought process.
It really is not.
Rachel, no. That is not a logical thought process. No.
Exactly.
Oh, I was so I'm like, is it okay? Is everything intact? Oh. He's like, it looks fine. Yeah. I'm gonna return it to her. And I was like, okay, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because I was ready to replace a cell phone. I would have done it.
I wouldn't have taken.
No, I know that, but that's not like it's. I almost feel like my child just messed up, sort of thing.
Right, and
which you did. That's what
why
you do.
I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to say anything because she's gonna feel that responsibility, even though it's not you.
But at the same time, too, it's like, oh, good, it was me.
Yeah,
because I can fix this thing for you. Right, I know that I can fix it. So let's get it fixed.
Oh yeah, we had people jumping into action. I had it back within it was 2 or 3 hours,
and that's also it speaks to your character. Because you know enough people, everyone knows you are an amazing, wonderful person, and everyone would stop what they're doing to help fix a situation.
It really was crazy. We all just jumped in. I was like, dude, if need be, we could easily form a righteous mob.
Totes.
Righteous mob. And the right circumstances.
So to me, too, I'm like, how... I hate to say the word dumb because I love my sister. I do. But how dumb
actions can be dumb.
Do you have to be to think that you could get away with that? No matter who
really
it is.
Silly.
No matter who it is.
Yeah. And
foolish. Foolish.
It really is because with all the technology that we have too, I went home, got on my computer, pulled up the Find My app, and gave the officer the last location. And lo and behold, that's where it stayed. Under a dock. At least you put it in a Ziploc bag. It didn't get wet.
Mm-hmm.
It stayed clean.
She had the forethought to put it.
Why does she just have a Ziploc bag, by the way?
Well.
No, we won't get into that. Anyway, I
was going to say I could tell you.
That was a personal shenanigans that just recently happened to us and was crazy day.
It was a bad roll of the dice for her, too. Because for her to... I mean... It's a small town, but there are a lot of people. Yeah. She could have done that with somebody that I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was almost
just happened to be. Yeah. It just happened to be. It was supposed to be that way. Like, we're pretty connected.
Your phone went on an adventure.
Yeah, it did. Oh, and the fun part. So, iPhones have this great feature that if it's lost, you can... click the button saying that it's lost. You can put a personal message on it with a phone number to call in case someone finds it. And so the officer thought it was pretty funny too because I put on the screen, this is Angel's cell phone. Only Angel gets to use it. Rachel give it back. Because we already knew at that point who it was.
I think we made his day.
Yeah, he was like, fun screen.
Because I went into angry mom mode. And you're just like, you're so sweet. You didn't want me to be embarrassed. But my goodness, the things that girl has done.
Because I know how you think, because it's exactly how I would have thought.
Yeah.
But my sister was here, luckily, that day.
Yeah,
and so when I told her the last location, she went out in her car driving around just in case. She's like, I'm going to find her.
But that was so funny. And she did find her. But because Rachel said, no, I'm not her. And was very casual about it. She's a lying liar from Liarsville.
But then we're driving back from getting my phone at the police station. And my sister was like, oh, I talked to that girl. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's Rachel. And she was like, what?
She was so mad. She was so mad.
She was like, that's not what she was wearing. I was like, yeah, she probably changed out
She
of it
fugitived it.
Yep. She was like,
if she had time, she probably would have dyed her hair.
Right.
She would have.
I'd have been like, no, it wasn't a blonde that stole it. She'd be like, oh, yes.
Don't want wig. I don't know who you talking about.
Oh, man.
I don't know who you talking about.
Right?
She went that way.
That was our personal shenanigans here. Fun, hectic day, but I got my phone back, and it was fine. Like, everything worked out fine. It made you go into a bit of a panic in a minute, because you're like, okay, hold on. I'm still paying on that sucker.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to keep paying for something I don't have, but we'll figure it out.
And I'm thinking that way too, but then also very selfishly, like, my reputation.
Oh, but you think about that.
Yeah.
Because, even though nobody's going to be thinking about you that way, we all bring that on ourselves.
No, everybody's
we all
thinking.
Take our family's burdens and go, oh no, I need, and it's not you though. Like,
no,
you can't bear your family's
it
burdens.
isn't, but it is like, yeah.
Exactly. No, I'm with you too. Like, I will pile those on like I'm a freaking ox until my husband's like, babe, you can't do that.
Tim does
and I'm
that
like,
too.
I know. Okay. Shake it off. Shake it
He's
off. I don't need it.
You're not Rachel and you're not in charge of her.
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard, but you have to separate.
Yeah.
Nope.
So,
if you have any shenanigans like that, anything that, you know what?
It's
you could
a
even
funny
steal
story.
someone else's story. You got a friend that went through that? Send it like it's yours.
Yes.
And then be like, well, you should have listened to the show. Then you could have called me out on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd have another shenanigan.
Yeah.
Dude, we are helping people.
Yeah, we are.
Look at us.
Helping people help people.
You're welcome. This is what we do. We basically save the day wherever we go.
We're like superheroes.
We're basically superheroes. Super shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's our theme song now. No,
I
hope you guys like our new theme song. We haven't made it yet as of filming.
We'll figure it out.
But afterwards we will, and I know you're going to love it. So yay to the new theme show song. That was harder to say than I thought it was going to be.
The words,
theme show song. Got
they
it.
went, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But they came out. They got it.
Yeah. All right, we have another story to share of someone's...
Do you want me to do one?
Someone's supposed shenanigans. Let's find out. We came across this and went, this needs to be shared because what is going on? So dish with us. Grab your coffee. Oh, and if you grab your coffee, put a few sprinkles of Himalayan salt in there.
Okay.
So good.
So, and I just tried it for the first time today, you guys. And OMG, it's delicious. Just a little bit of salt.
Just a little
all
pinch.
of the bitterness is
like
gone.
Like this. Justin would do it like this, where you flick your wrist back and you go like that. If you want to know what I'm looking like, I got like my wrist bent and my finger in like a chef's kiss type of thing. Yeah.
Just you have to do it like
sprinkle
that.
It in.
You can't season stuff like this.
No.
It has to be
just like that.
Okay.
So sprinkle it in. It helps with the bitterness of the coffee. It kind of mellows it a little bit. It's really nice. Makes it smooth. I was showing her. I was like, "Let me show you how I make my coffee."
And I was shocked.
I was like, "I need the secret ingredient, salt."
I'm shocked.
But you need a good salt because
you don't taste the salt. You just don't taste the bitterness.
Yeah, it doesn't make your coffee salty.
Crazy.
It
you
just
guys
enhances.
Try it and then tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing it from now on.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so what I found today was on Reddit, and it's under funny family stories, although it's like difficult
you can decide.
To find. I know it's
there's no funny in it. It seems like
more like
maybe it is.
Like ironic funny, not like
ha ha
ha, lol. Okay, so follow me on a journey. My great-great-grandpa was married with 12 kids. He went to market to sell some livestock and disappeared. Several years later, he's walking through his old hometown when someone recognized him and said, "Hey, so-and-so." And he was like, "Wait, you know me?" The local man took him to the home he had shared with his wife and 12 children. He said he must have been robbed and beaten after leaving the market and getting money for his livestock. When he came to, he didn't remember who he was. He'd been wandering around for years, not knowing his name or anything. Eventually, he settled down in the Midwest with another lady and was just traveling through when someone recognized him and he learned his real name. Crazy story.
Right. You would read, like, on your own, you'd be like, oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
This is straight out of, like, an episode of
It's
any
a crazy
show,
story.
because I feel like a lot of shows do episodes like that. But, like,
Yeah.
Monk is the first one that came to my mind.
Yeah, I was
Monk
thinking
got
that
a conch
too.
on the head and didn't know who he was. And
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But real story.
So that was his story.
Yeah,
that
that
he
was
told.
his story.
Okay.
But the real story,
in actuality,
he ditched his wife and 12 whole booty children because he wanted to. And when he wanted to come back, he concocted this robbery amnesia story. I'm not sure that he was entirely believed, but we never knew for sure until a few months ago. I was researching the incident and got in contact with a descendant of the lady that he shacked up with in the Midwest. Not a relative of hers, just a lady related to the lady that the guy shacked up with.
okay.
If that's...
Yeah.
So she said she'd never heard the amnesia story, but he definitely knew who he really was. He left behind his wife and 12.
That's a whole dozen.
And if we're talking great-great-great-grandpa, we're looking late 1800s, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I'm not the greatest with time. If we're wrong, just don't tell us. So, but it's at a time. I mean, when you say going to market with livestock, that's not always something that most of us do right now.
No.
But you think back in the day, that's what they had.
Yeah.
So that they could feed their family of 12. Okay? 12 children.
It's
and
a
a
lot.
wife. And in those times, the wives didn't own as much or have as much. So he just left. She's standing there going, what
do
now?
I do? Yeah. And
Come on.
oh my goodness, 12 kids.
Yeah. Could you, like, I couldn't even imagine
No.
my husband leaving the 3 that we have in me. Like, it's just not something that crosses his mind.
I picture a lady in Western times having to be like, what do I do now?
Dude, I picture she went out and learned how to shoot in case he ever
Like,
came
probably.
back.
Probably.
Be like, oh, hey, welcome home. Where have you been?
What you been doing for the last
I've
blah blah
learned
years?
some things, okay?
I learned how to take care of
I
myself.
skin
and 12
my
kids.
own livestock now. That's how I'd be. I'd be like, let's go outside. What you been up to, buddy? Come over here. No
where you been?
Don't
Oh, you
worry.
forgot who you were?
Oh, let me help remind you.
I got my
this
cast iron
sledgehammer.
skillet.
Oh, yes, the skillet. Yes, those are so heavy.
Oh, yeah.
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 He's
Yeah,
going to
you
be
betcha.
feeling it.
I don't think...
She
I would be
took a
like,
trip to the
you can
Midwest.
go on and forget who you were again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Because at that point, like, I don't know. I guess there'd be mixed emotions. Like, oh my gosh, you're back. Wait, what are you saying to me?
because she probably thought he was killed.
Yeah.
That's if he just like disappeared.
Yeah.
She probably thought, oh well, he was killed.
Yeah.
Never came back with that money from the livestock.
No. Yeah.
So he took that money from the livestock and was like going out.
Oh,
to
you
the
know,
Midwest.
I could go feed my family.
Or
adventure time.
What a-
Yay. Just imagine him
what
like
a butt face.
fanning it and skipping off
Right?
into the sunset. He's like,
Money.
yay,
I'm gonna go live a new life. And then he ran out of the money, got tired of the other
Yeah.
lady, and was like, "Yeah, I'll just
What
go
is your
home
problem?
and make up a story."
You know what? If you leave, just stay away. You
Yes.
don't need to come back. They don't need your nonsense.
They don't want it.
You can take that is an example.
She's learned how
of
to
a
skin
bad
her own
shenanigan.
livestock.
Like what we bring are
Yes.
silly shenanigans
Yeah.
that are fun and just nonsense and take your brain like off of all of the junk going on.
Mhm.
That one, that's a bad shenanigan.
Yeah.
Don't pull
Don't
bad
do that.
shenanigans.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't.
Don't.
Don't do it.
Because we will call you out.
Obviously,
Like
if I'm willing to tell a story about my own sister taking your phone.
That was a bad shenanigan.
That was a bad, yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that, because we will call you out. Bad shenanigans. Ooh, they could tell us some bad shenanigans. We probably have to be careful.
Yeah, they have to be family friendly. Is
I
that
guess.
like
Yeah. So we want to keep things family friendly. That way, you can have this going wherever you want. We have a friend; she likes to listen to it at work, and so we
Shout
try
out
to keep
to
it.
Sarah.
We're just gonna call everybody out. Yay,
Sorry.
friends.
I'm sure she won't mind.
I don't think she'll care. But it was funny though, because I walked in one day and I heard us.
Yes.
Because I was taking my son and I was like, why do I hear myself? And that's Becky. What is going on?
That's a trip, right?
But she wants to be able to listen and just, while she's working, have a good time, hear some stories. And so we want to make sure that what we bring can be played so that if you're cleaning your house and you don't want to wear earbuds, you can just have it going and not be worried. Oh no.
Or you're in the car with your little ones.
Because, sometimes we make jokes that are maybe a little more innuendized or something.
Yeah.
But we aren't going to come right out and say it. We try.
You're good at it. I'm like, I have to like.
It's okay. I give her the mom look like, don't do that.
Yeah. That's why when you're like, and now we're recording.
At the beginning, I'm like, now we're recording. Just so you know.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. But that's okay.
Okay, I won't. Sorry.
But now we were thinking, because as we're recording right now, you're hearing this. This has been pre-recorded because we wanted to get a bunch done, get ready for a big, exciting event where we throw it all out to you. We are in wedding season right now.
Yeah, summertime.
So, and I was recently in a wedding, and she got married, and it's so cute. But she was a great bride. Very laid back, very calm. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about the crazy brides.
The bridezillas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, and like, their family members that are crazy. So we have a couple, we have a story. We're going to do a Am I the Butt Face story for you in a minute. But first, we're going to talk about some crazy brides, because I found a really fun
I'm excited
article.
for this.
Yeah. So, first off, this first bride has mandatory bridesmaids meetings. So that just tells you a lot right there. Like, I love to be organized.
That's when I'd be
I
out,
want
though.
to be organized.
That's when I'd be out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, thank you
for that
so
reason.
much for the invitation.
Right.
But I have to go.
I left my iron on at home.
I'm busy that day.
No, it's mandatory. Don't you know what mandatory means?
I quit then.
Oh, no, I can't. I have to change one of the words in here, too. So, one of my closest friends from college had asked me to be her bridesmaid. And during her quote-unquote mandatory bridesmaid meeting, she warned us to not show up at her wedding looking like a bunch of drugged up ninnies is what I think I'll say.
Yeah.
But the word rhymes with chores. So,
you do the math.
And what she meant by that was everybody had to wear, natural makeup. Don't. Whatever you were thinking, get your finger away from that blue and gold.
Don't do it.
Don't. No highlights of purple in there for you.
This ain't no disco.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. What is wrong with people?
I don't know. That's cray-cray.
My thought on that right there, too, are these friends of hers, what do they usually, dress like or look like?
Either
that she's saying, don't
either
come
that,
like that
or she's,
drunk
just
with
really,
power.
likes to be in control type of person.
Yeah.
I could see, okay, let's say you do have that friend
Yeah.
that likes to dress up and get all cray-cray.
Yeah.
Pull that one friend aside privately and say, we're going to keep it on the neutral palette.
Yeah, these are my colors. I'd really like everything to stay real neutral.
And if they're your friend, if they're your good friend, they're going to do that for you.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah. If you came up to me and was like, Angel, I know you love to play around with makeup. Because sometimes you go back and forth. But for this, can we keep it more of a natural?
Okay, but what's great about us?
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. If you were going to be...
That's just it. Like, I'd be like, ooh, you look so nice.
If I was getting married again, which, no, never. I'm married, happy.
But if you married him again.
If we had like
if you did a vow renewal.
Yeah.
That'd
would
be
like,
so cute.
Everyone should come dressed how they want to dress and do their makeup how they want to do their makeup, and they should have the funnest time ever. That's how I would do it.
Because when you try to control everything, you just become miserable.
Oh, it's the worst day. And your expectations are always when they should be.
But you're never going, it won't live up to it.
It won't.
It's going to fail.
It won't.
It's going to be bad.
And you're not going to look back and think, oh, what a great day. No,
you're going to be like, oh my God.
That was the worst day ever, even though it was probably a pretty good day.
Oh no. Okay. Here's one that seems like a big no-no. My cousin made her bridal party, which included her kids. She doesn't say how old the kids were. Posed for pictures in the pouring rain while she and the groom were the only ones with umbrellas.
Oh, no.
The whole party.
So was it after, would have been after the ceremony?
It probably was after the ceremony. Had to have been, right?
But so now these people have to hang out in their wet clothes for the reception?
Yeah, because whether it was before or after, they're just wet now.
And they're expected to stay in their gowns and suits and stuff.
So they're just, pouring wet. Mascara running
Are
down
you going to
face.
pay their doctor bills when they get a cold or a flu?
They probably got little sniffles.
Yeah. Rude.
That's so mean.
Rude.
Either, like, those two could go pose with umbrellas and be fine. Let the rest of the party go somewhere else.
Yeah,
go
or do your photos indoors. Yeah, do your photos indoors.
As SpongeBob said, indoors.
Oh, bring it around town. Yeah.
I like to never pass up the opportunity to quote SpongeBob.
Whoa. Do you think that Bob's Burgers quotes would be family friendly enough?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers is funny.
That's a funny cartoon if you want to watch something that's hilarious and not have to think. I like it.
Oh my goodness. All right, so this is a good one. I was maid of honor in my friend's wedding, and she originally wanted to have the wedding on the same day as my brother's wedding.
Ooh.
So I politely told her that as much as I loved her, I couldn't be there. You can't. That's your brother.
That's a
family.
big decision to make. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she called me a few weeks later and said, since I couldn't have my wedding when I wanted because of you, I decided to have it on your birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's petty.
That's kind of mean. Like, I can't have it then, so I'm going to go out of my way to have it on your birthday. Now, Justin will be listening to this going, who cares? They're an adult. Any adult who celebrates their birthday is a child.
Yeah.
Or whatever he says. He says things. Love you, babe. Because he doesn't celebrate birthdays. But I celebrate my birthday. I think it's fun.
It is fun.
I wouldn't be mad if someone was like, oh, this is my wedding date and it fell on my birthday. I'd be like, sweet. Yeah. I get a cool cake on my birthday.
In one day? Cool.
Right? I get 2 pieces of cake. Yeah. Yes.
Score.
Yeah. But to be like, oh, you can't make it? I'm going to put it on your birthday then.
It's a level of pettiness that I wouldn't want to be around.
I wonder if they're still friends. Because that just seems
If it was
mean.
me, I'd say no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, we're going different directions in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be. No, that's too petty for me to be around.
It's too much. No.
And, you'd have to work so hard to be that petty too, though.
Yeah.
And then it takes all the fun out of it.
This one is real petty.
Oh, I'm excited. Tell it.
I went. It's a little sad too. It's sad and petty.
Oh, that's okay. We'll make fun of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I went to a wedding in which the father of the groom died of a massive heart attack.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Yeah.
Well, the bride threw a fit. We're off to a good start.
Threw a fit about the dad dying?
Wouldn't let the groom leave with his father. Instead,
Wait a second. The dad died at the wedding.
At the wedding. Massive heart attack. She insisted that the wedding go on and not quote unquote ruin her night.
I
would
annulment.
say annulment party of one over here.
Goodness.
Thank you.
Oh, that right there writes the rest of that marriage.
Well, I mean, yeah, you see exactly what her thoughts are.
If you allow that,
nope. So, as a couple, we've both been married for a very long time.
Yeah.
You respect the other person. Their family is your family. Now, I know they were just getting married, so maybe they didn't know each other as well, but it doesn't matter because they're now adopted into your family.
Yeah.
That family is your family.
And that's a horrible thing.
Her father-in-law.
Yeah.
Her father, because she became one with the son. So, hello, that's your dad too. And you're going to be like, no, I can't let this death ruin my life.
Oh, I'd get out of that.
I hope that he ran. Our advice to you, run.
Run.
Like that song.
Bye.
Where it's like super quiet and it's like, run.
Oh, yeah.
Do it to that.
No.
Play that song while you're packing, and when the run part comes, grab your suitcase
and run. I can teach you how to do that.
Yeah, she's so good at it.
I'm so good at it, running.
Yeah, exactly.
Not fast.
I can teach you to dance out the door.
Soft shoe.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more, and then we've got Am I the Butt Face?
Okay.
So you entertain them. I'm going to make sure it's a good one.
Entertainment. Come on, guys. Let's get some entertainment. 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 Yeet. It's entertaining. Is it bad?
Oh, no, I can't do that one. That one's going to make me extremely angry. No.
Maybe that'd be good, though.
No.
It's real bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the next one.
Yeah.
Do the next one. Do.
Okay, this is a good one.
Sweet.
This is a good one to end on. So it starts, I live in Texas. Okay? And the rest of the bridal party lived in Michigan.
Okay? Oh, wow. Yeah.
Well, the bride was upset that I was too tan next to her and the other bridesmaids. So everyone was required to get spray tans to match.
Oh my goodness.
Could you imagine? I don't like that she's so tan. Everybody's going to do it. So everybody was expected to go out and get spray tans so that standing next to the Texan, they didn't look like pale-faced people, I guess. I don't know. Like, everybody's skin is so beautiful on its own. It shouldn't matter whether you're tanned or pale. I love, like, a pretty porcelain skin. It's always like, oh, that's so pretty. Yeah. Mine doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But, I have my own skin.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares?
Well, and then perspective. Mm-hmm. I think, oh, your skin's so pretty. I wish I had that color, that tint or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But your skin's beautiful, too.
See,
so it's like
perspective. Everybody has a different perspective.
And so to me that seems like someone who's just not confident in their own skin.
And you're just going to look at your like wedding photos and you're like, "Oh, we're all the same color." I don't know. That sounds a little bit
if we aren't all the same, it won't be a good day. Must all match.
No. Nor.
Right? And plus everybody like there's so many chemicals and stuff. What if people don't want that?
I don't. I do not like. I've done spray tans. I don't like them.
Freaks me out.
I don't like them.
I would be the person that would have streaks because I'd be like, I just need to touch right here. It's so bad.
Mm-hmm. Why I don't or if you're sweating.
Oh,
it
yeah.
runs.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm out for that reason.
I don't like it.
I'd be all nervous. Be like, oh no, I'm gonna sweat.
And because you're nervous,
then the sweat.
You
comes.
Start sweating. Yep.
And it's like, nope, shouldn't have done that.
No.
Oh. Goodness gracious. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Am I the Butt Face?
Moving on.
Because these are always fun.
Should we have like a segment, like song, like,
oh, yeah.
Am I the Butt Face?
Absolutely.
Am I the
we
Butt
should sing
face?
all of our segments. Because we've got the Shenanigans satchel.
Butt
and
face.
We've got Am I the Butt Face? That last part reminded me of Everything is Awesome.
That's why I did it.
Okay.
I always think that. Everything's awesome.
There we go. I think we just got it. Okay, so with this one, neither one of us have read the story so that we can have full shock value.
Mm-hmm.
In saying so, I hope that it doesn't suck. If it does,
sorry.
I will not apologize.
Not sorry.
Is what we were going with the whole time. All right. So this one says, "Am I the butt face?" This is mother of the bride refusing to wear any color except white.
Can I just already?
Can we answer now? Yeah.
Yes.
You are. Like, what is your problem? It's not your day.
White.
It's not your
There's
day.
so many different
shades
of so many colors. Wear something else.
There's so many. There are colors that I've probably never even heard of because, you know, you take it a shade.
Chartreuse.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. I like chartreuse.
I just like that word.
I heard of puce because of Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
Leave the puce.
Leave the puce.
Oh, so that's puce. All right. So, am I the butt face? I am going to be a 2024 bride of the absolute love of my life. Oh, so this wedding hasn't even happened yet.
She hasn't even gotten married yet.
Congratulations. I hope she changes. Growing up, British. My mum.
Me mum.
Look, I'm learning things. Has always played the victim in every situation. Dude. Nothing's my fault. That happened to me.
The victimhood mentality. That's a rough life.
That is. It's very, very
Probably
hard.
have a headache every day, all day long.
Mm-hmm. That's not your fault.
I know I would.
Yeah. Listening to
I
someone
like to
that.
just say that all of the things are my fault, and then I can fix it. If it's my fault, I can fix it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I go the other way.
Everything happens to them. Like, don't be that person. If you're that person and you're listening, you know what? We're here to help you. Every time you think it's raining, woe is me, be like, oh, that's okay. That's why there are umbrellas. Mm-hmm. And that's why.
Also, it rains too much here for you to have that thought process.
Yeah. Also,
go somewhere else.
I did say umbrellas, but if you live in this area and you have an umbrella, you're going to get looked at weird. We don't really use umbrellas.
It's too windy to
People that
use
come
them.
from the East Coast are like, nobody's using an umbrella. It's like, yeah, it's just going to blow away. Also, how can I have my phone, my coffee, and an umbrella in my hand?
You can't.
Like, just think about it, okay? Use the smart part of your brain. Just kidding. If you do that, you're not dumb. But we're teaching you. Now you've learned. Now you won't do it. All right. So, she's always played the victim. I don't ever remember having an apology from her or her admitting that she was in the wrong. Well, okay. Oh, then she says, don't get me wrong, she does a lot for me. Okay. When our relationship is good, it's really good. So that's nice.
That's awesome.
So it's not just constant. Anyways, it's just under a year to the wedding, and I have started planning my dress and the bridal party's outfits. My mom, mother of the bride, also said she wanted to start planning hers, as one does.
Cool.
Like, you know, we both have daughters.
Yeah.
One day they'll most likely get married.
Sure.
Weird thought. I like to believe that I'm the type of mom that will say, you know, what are your colors? Do you want me to match one of those colors? What do you want from me? Like,
I would.
What do you want me to wear?
Yeah.
Like, you tell me. Is there a color that you would like to? You know, because she might want to coordinate.
Yeah.
Do you care? Because I'm not gonna go pick a white dress. I would pick within the color scheme. Like, you know, be kind.
I don't think anybody who is kind or thinks normal thoughts would want to pick a white dress.
Yeah, I agree. Kelly from The Office. She came to Phyllis's wedding.
Right.
There was an emergency. The emergency is I look really good in white. Okay, Kelly.
She's right, though. She does look really good in white.
So she wanted to plan out her dress. She went ahead and ordered all white long dresses and has fallen in love with the color. Oh,
it's not
beautiful.
a color. First of all, it's like a shade.
It's beautiful. All of them.
Gosh. I feel so bad for this girl already.
I know. I told her she would look beautiful, but for my wedding day, I want to be the only one. I'm assuming she means the only one wearing white.
Yeah, makes sense.
As one usually does. And it's like, it might be a rule that's written somewhere. If not, it's the most wide known unwritten rule.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's
wear
just
white.
I think it's just an unwritten rule. Most people know.
You just don't. It's rude.
Well, because it's that person's day, so
Yeah.
they should be the ones standing out.
Exactly.
Which means that they should be the only one wearing the specific color that they want to wear, whatever color that is.
Well, she'll go to get a picture with her mom, and if her mom is also wearing white, my goodness.
Yeah.
So she wanted to be the only one. She had turned the victim and now said my wedding will look horrendous for her not being allowed to wear white. Wow. She has accused me of not wanting her to feel beautiful, narcissist, and that the day always has to be about me.
Well, yeah, it is about you.
Yeah, it is about her. She says, what do I do? Wow.
What do you think she should do?
Well, it looks like, so she has an edit in here. She said she's in her early 20s.
Okay.
And she has reconnected a relationship with her father. So I guess she didn't have a relationship with her father.
Well, he probably ran screaming for the hills because her mom's a narcissist.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's saying that her mom will most likely, even though she's reconnected with her dad, it's been so long that her mom will most likely be walking her down the aisle, too. So, not only does her mom want to wear a white dress because it looks so pretty on her, she might also be walking her daughter down the aisle. It's going to look like two brides are walking down the aisle if her mom decides to wear a white dress.
And what would happen if she changed her mind and was like, maybe if I've reconnected with my dad, he should be the one to walk me down the aisle? She's going to freak out.
Yeah, exactly.
Her mom is going to freak out.
Yeah, so no, you are not the butt face.
No.
Your mother or your mother-in-law, your mother is...
Yo mama the butt face.
Your mama.
Joe mama.
She's...
the butt face.
Yeah, you can tell her, because I know you'll see this. You can tell her
totally
that she doesn't get to wear white.
Yeah, no.
And if she throws a fit about it, maybe you'd be like, well, I did just reconnect with Dad, so I guess he can walk me down the aisle, and see how quickly she's like, I got a black dress too. I got one that's a nice peach color.
Oh, that's
chartreuse.
Yeah, chartreuse is pretty.
That's a good one. Yes, a good green one. Or something else. My daughter keeps opening the door and asking me for food. Don't open the door anymore. Get out. Love you. Bye.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out, Gary.
Gary, get out.
Gary, get
out.
out.
Gary.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Is that a SNL bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
With
it.
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my god. Gary.
Yeah. It's only a little creepy, but it's funny.
It's
good stuff.
It's hilarious, though.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, no, I would say your mom doesn't have the right to wear white to your wedding.
Oh, no.
None whatsoever.
No.
She can pack it on in.
Yeah, and my thing is, personally, I would just be like, well, if you're that upset about it, then maybe, you don't need to come.
It's so hard.
Not at all saying that you should say you can't come, but just here's the options. You can be easygoing. And you can be fun to get along with, and you can do the things the way that I want them done because it's my date. Or
I mean, there are restrictions on what a bride can demand, but wearing white is not one of them. Yeah. She can say, "Don't wear white to my wedding," and that's fine. Especially
that's
if
an
it's your
easy
mom.
one. Come on. Also, common sense.
Yeah. Because seriously though, when people are often playing the victim and stuff, they just kind of have a narcissistic behavior about them.
Gaslighting.
Yes. And so they begin flipping it. Oh, well, I guess you don't want me to have a good time. But essentially, it's all about them again.
That gives me a headache just thinking about
right?
having to deal with that.
Ugh.
Especially when...
Don't do it.
If you're doing a super fancy wedding or really any kind of wedding and you have people coming and it's this big event and it's already stressful, having somebody be like that, that's the worst. Yep. That puts 100 times more weight on your shoulders.
And you don't need that. No. One of my jobs at a wedding once was to keep the mother away from the bride. So I would run interference. I'd be like,
you would be so good at that. You would be so good at that.
I'd be like, oh, hey, did you see this? is that supposed to be like that over there? Okay, bye.
Oh, did you see that over there?
Did you see so-and-so? I think they were trying to touch the cake. You know, like,
Yeah.
okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Go get it. So, I mean, it's a stressful day.
Yeah.
It's already, and brides put so much work, and grooms, they put so much work into that day. For a mother to come in and do that, that's rude.
Yeah.
That is rude. So you are not the butt face, but your mama the butt face.
Your mom the butt face.
Your mama the big old booty face.
Yep.
That's just the truth.
It is.
That's the way that we see it.
And
here
I
at Shenanigans.
would tell you 9 out of 10 or more people would say that.
We don't put up with that kind of wedding shenanigan.
No.
That's also a bad shenanigan by your mother.
It's a bad shenanigan.
We're here to teach you about good and bad shenanigans.
Most of these have been bad.
No. But some of them are good.
Yes,
no, wait,
they're funny.
The coffee one, that's a good, well, it's like a tip, not
Yeah.
a shenanigan, but they're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they're bad, they're still funny.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because it's like, why would you be like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's silly.
Yeah. But this is how you get the advice.
This is how you get the advice.
From smart people like us.
It ain't easy.
Truth. My hair is driving me crazy. I just want to chap it.
Brittany 2007.
Oh, man. Okay, but now that we are older, more mature, if you will, how much more do you relate with just going and shaving your head?
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's like, you know what?
Also, I care less.
Yeah.
Like, I care less. Mm-hmm. So I would.
One less thing to have to worry about.
And then there's wigs.
Yeah. And they've come, we were just talking about, they've come a long way.
Yep, they look very real these days.
Yeah, because she was saying, because I am trying to decide, I want to just chop it again because it's driving me crazy, but I also want to grow it out. And it's very difficult, but it's in a weird grow out phase that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, just wear a wig until it grows out. And I was like, oh, that's smart. I could get one. But it's still hot out. And I'd be like, now it's too hot for it.
Yeah, that would be rough.
So maybe I keep it weird, and then come winter time, then I'll have a warm head.
Yeah.
I'll try some out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
There's some really pretty ones.
Or I'll cut my hair. I'm going to be honest. Or I'll just be like, and cut. Because sometimes I just, and you were saying today too, because it's so hot, like using curling irons and blow dryers and stuff right now, that's a no for me.
It's not in the cards.
That's a no for me, dog.
No. Nope.
Nope.
Let it dry.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yep.
All right. That's everything that we have for you guys today.
That's it for today, folks.
That's all, folks. But yeah, this is what we're going to bring you each week. Sitting down, having some coffee, having some laughs, judging funny stories.
Judging people for their idiocy.
Yes. Because sometimes you have to be called out when you're being a bad person. Sometimes you have to say, no, that's not okay. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Rachel, it's not okay to steal phones.
No.
Old guy from the past, it's not okay to up and leave your family.
And then make up a story about it.
Right? Like, I don't remember.
You
know me?
I must have been robbed.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's not okay.
Not okay.
All right? Brides,
be cool.
You can't impose your will upon every bridesmaid. These are your friends. You can't make your newly husband stay when his dad just died.
At the wedding.
These are no's.
That's a crazy story too, right?
Yeah. That's
a crazy story.
Can't with you. And bride lady that we don't know in her early 20s, it's okay to tell your mom no.
Yeah, just tell her no.
Bride lady's mom, no.
No.
Bad. We have to call you out because that's naughty.
Yep.
You can't be pulling these naughty shenanigans. Mm-mm. It's not nice, and they hurt people.
It's a bad shenanigan.
Yeah. These people. But we will be pulling some good shenanigans.
Yeah, we will.
Because we have some fun recipes that we're going to be trying. And by fun, I mean super old and weird. Thanks to another friend of ours, Christy, because this is something we asked for, like old recipes that were questionable. She sent me some. One of them literally looks like barf. And I was like, oh. It had tomato aspic vibes.
Oh, no. I was going to say that sounds like the tomato aspic.
But there's meat in it.
Oh, God.
So we'll be bringing trying, I guess those are more like a gross shenanigan, because we're going to be making them and trying them and telling you what we think.
I think people just like seeing me like, what?
Yeah, pretty much. You just like to see us in pain. We asked for it.
We did ask for it, yeah.
We like to cook, and it's fun to try recipes.
It is.
And
because you never know.
Like, yeah.
Maybe we'll like it.
Like, I thought at first that I liked beef fizz, and then there was this beefy aftertaste, and I was like,
No, like,
I don't like
right?
that.
Like, initially you're like, it's, and then, but like, before you finish saying, it's not that bad, it's that bad.
It's beef.
Like,
but it's cold, and it's bubbly.
Beef.
It's weird.
Fizz.
Yeah.
Beef fizz.
Beef fizz.
Beef
yeah, that was one
fizz.
of the ones that we tried, and it was weird. And tomato aspic, which...
Oh, that was
weird.
Just like the...
Yeah,
it made...
it fell out of the pan. Oh, man.
Oh, I'm getting like the...
It looked like a chum. Okay,
I have
we'll move
post-traumatic stress.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So we'll be bringing you those things. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited. And by the time you see this, we might already have some out. Who knows? I don't know. Probably will.
Maybe.
Yeah. We were going to bake one today, but it's too hot. Too hot to run an oven.
Sorry.
So we're
not doing it.
But tune back in. We're going to keep bringing you some funny stories, sitting around, talking, hanging out, because it's fun. Take a break from the crime and the meanness and the people outside.
Life gets heavy sometimes.
Yeah. So we'll make it lighter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cute. That's cute what we just did there.
Look at us. See? Again, we're adorable.
Yeah, we are. Totes. Totes adorbs.
All right, you guys. It's been fun. I'm Angel.
And I'm Becky.
And you are listening to
Shenanigans.